What is up, gnarly Charlie people? It's your boy Charlie Temptation back to you guys again with another video. Yeah, this video is going to be extremely different from all the other videos that I've done. This is like a video that I'm doing to a reaction to another reaction of what people are talking about. Now, if you haven't already read the title, this is like me going to explain like how I think all the Dragon Ball Z movies can fit in the timeline. I probably won't have any cool special clips in the background. You're probably going to be watching my Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero gameplay, so I appreciate you guys for coming through. If you're new, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to see more content like this, man, just drop a like, have a conversation with me down in the comments below. But let's get into it though. All right, so off the rip, I do believe movies 1 through 4 cannot necessarily canonically happen through the Saiyan saga because, well, I mean, it could. Now, it could work if it's going to be like the alternative timeline theory. Now, this alternative timeline theory is that after the Garlic Jr. movie, Kami sends Goku to King Kai to train. He doesn't necessarily have to be dead to go to King Kai's planet necessarily. I don't think that's necessarily a case. There's times where Goku has gone to King Kai's planet where he's been alive, so I don't think that's necessarily a case. I think people glance over that. I think people glance over the fact that Goku has to be dead to go to King Kai's planet and learn Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, but necessarily that's not necessarily true. In that alternative timeline, Kami could have realized that, hey, there are more ongoing threats that are coming to invade the Earth, say like, you know, Whilo, Turles, and then Slug. That would be the end of that movie timeline or that universe timeline to the Super Saiyan saga or whatever. You know what I'm trying to get at. Not saying that it can't overall work, but it can't overall work because characters are dead during the Saiyan saga. There's no, hey, Goku stopped to go here, this, that, a third. There's no leeway in the Saiyan saga like there's going to be like in the Namek saga or like, you know, the future Android saga, which I'm going to get into. Now, the rest of the Dragon Ball Z movies are possibly and can happen in the mainline continuity if you can literally scrub. I'm like, yeah, people say scrub this, that, and third, but like literally, even with those little deep tidbits of information in the movie, they still can possibly happen. Revenge of Cooler, people like to pick on hair because, you know, Gohan's still rocking the Planet Namek haircut, but I mean, like, bro, it's 3 years. Like, what if bro just wanted to go back to that hairstyle? I mean, like, we don't really truly know that. And like, yeah, Goku's back and he's not really controlling over his Super Saiyan, but I mean, like, even in future movies, bro, Goku always forgets that he can just go Super Saiyan. Sometimes he's just testing his opponent. Same goes for Revenge of Cooler. Like, Revenge of Cooler takes place literally right after Trunks leaves or in the middle of their training arc, practically. It could be like the final year before like the androids like arrive semi-sorta in a way. That way Goku knows that Vegeta's a Super Saiyan, so he feels comfortable leaving him in the android's hands. It works perfectly. Now, Dende being on the lookout, I can't really scrub that. Maybe it's just like alternative timeline on some other shit. Maybe Dende showed up to Earth to be the Guardian a little earlier than expected. I don't know. That's not here nor there. Now, the Android movie is the one, and the BoJack movie are the ones I watched really recently, and the Android one could really fit anywhere between, yeah, Goku waking up and then, you know, deciding not to bring everyone to the lookout type of shit. I can buy this for one exception alone because Goku was having like bad dreams during his little heart virus, so maybe he didn't want to immediately go into the hyperbolic time chamber. And like, you gotta think, time in DBZ works very different from our time. Like, those fights that are happening in the movies are extremely fast, but like compared to like the Cell games and like those other fights, they drag out. It's not a second of the fight where it's like they can pause and like retreat. So they're like bamming literally at the speed of light. So it's like maybe they could have like a quick 2 hour like break real quick. You know what I'm saying? Before everybody goes balls deep in training. It would make sense why Piccolo is out there. It would also make sense why Vegeta is out there. Shit like that. The Broly movie. People like to bring up the Broly movie so much that it can be canon, but it can't be canon for like literally some odd, weird reasons. But breaking it down, the Broly movie can be canon taking place within any of the 7 days that Cell gave them to train. There were literally times where it was like off screen where the characters were chilling. It could have like in the time period of them, Goku and Gohan chilling in that little grass, they could have like went to like the little picnic with Roshi, went to that planet, came back and was, you know, back to, you know, chilling, getting ready for the Cell games. It makes perfect sense. BoJack is a character I personally want canon in the DBZ universe because like, or the Dragon Ball Super universe, because there's a lot of possibilities that he can't be canon. He came at a time where Gohan was still training, but not as wanting to be a warrior of Earth like his father anyway. And yeah, people bring up like Trunks left the next day of the Android saga, but he could always come the fuck back and like he can always grow his hair. I don't know why hair needs to be canon to certain situations. Like, Trunks isn't a pure Saiyan, he's half-breed, so he can grow his hair if he chooses to. There's also a lot of things in this movie that draws it to be canon, like Yamcha's depression. Like, this was like the last time we ever see Yamcha really squabble with like, literally anyone, bro. Vegeta's depression, this is the reason why he steps that back in to start training again, because he realized there's going to be other threats, other foes. This movie is I don't know why people say this movie can't happen. I don't understand why they say this movie can't happen. I don't know, maybe it's timeline wise, but I feel like this movie deep down to its core can happen. Now, I don't know if I think the next movie would be Fusion Reborn or the Broly's Second Coming, but Broly's Second Coming can happen, but I don't know if they say, like, through the movie if, like, years after they defeated Boo, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have happened on a day where Gohan was training Fidel how to fly, and, you know, because they were spending a lot of time together in that time period, and Gohan was still rocking, like, the Gohan fit. And since, you know, he doesn't technically go Super Saiyan, I don't know if he was Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 1 in this movie, but since he doesn't, like, go ultimate form, we can assume it takes place before the Supreme Kais and before the World Tournament. Mainly because Trunks nor Goten really squabble in this movie like that, nor do they really show their true Super Saiyan potential or power. It was in this movie where Goten decided to really train super hard to face Trunks in the World Martial Arts Tournament, and I believe that this was the key stepping stone in Trunks' future cockiness and arrogance, somewhat showing his inner Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Fusion Reborn, I'm pretty sure there's, like, somebody said that Game Boy Advance game can't explain how this movie can happen, but I'm pretty sure a Game Boy Advance game can explain how this movie can happen. If you literally scrub the first 15 minutes of the movie of Goku and Pikkon fighting in the tournament and then King Yama sending them down there to go handle it, it could also be just explained like some multiple, like, Majin Buu shit on Earth is causing shit, you know, in the background. But I mean, like, if Majin Buu was on Earth wiping shit out and, like, Fusion Reborn was happening at the same time, it's really, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because Fusion Reborn is one of those weird movies where it's like, why is Goku dead? Or why is Vegeta also dead? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those weird movies. But I can explain. While Gohan is beating the shit out of Buu on Earth, in the meantime, while the Kais are looking on, Goku and Vegeta are in the background fighting Janemba. Perfect. And that's exactly how Fusion Reborn can happen. Bio Broly, I know people don't like Bio Broly, but Bio Broly takes place of everybody leaving after the World Martial Arts Tournament. Literally, like, right after. Like, literally, right between Buu starts going crazy, right before Janemba or Dodoria spits on Krillin and Piccolo, that's literally when it could take place. Instead of going, you know, to see what's going on, they went to, like, you know, Hercules Island or whatever for that little amount of time. Like I said earlier, fights in DBZ don't last that long. They're fighting extremely quickly. So, like, time is of the essence. Instead of it being like a whole day event, maybe it was really just 30 minutes of just them doing all of that. Don't know why Wrath of the Dragon can't happen. I mean, like, Gohan's rocking, you know, the other transformation. Goku can go Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta's alive. Everyone's kind of there. Don't know why this movie can't happen, but I mean, if there's a reason why it can't, I guess it's going to send everything back in a time loop. Like, Tapion's not going back to the past to save him. He's going back to the past to be the mythical warrior, which is going to lead Hirugan to be sealed back inside him and his brother and repeating the loop over and over again. But I had a brain thought real quick. Going back to Janemba. Okay, Janemba can practically happen because Goku also said, hey, you're the only person since Majin Buu to push me this far. He didn't specifically mention which Buu pushed him this far. He specifically just said Majin Buu. And at the time, Majin Buu was just Majin Buu. Ding ding, 10 points. And that's why Fusion Reborn can't happen. But this has just been a quick little video. I just kind of wanted to rant about Dragon Ball Z movies and how they possibly can happen. I know I didn't do a very good job, but I don't have a lot of time on this hardware which I'm recording on. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Drink water, drink lemonade. You know, drink body armor. It's got a lot of potassium in it. It's very good for you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Peace, love, and hug, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Catch you in the next one. Peace.